Hi, today my guest Slava Demchuk, founder of AMLBot company and PureFi company, and I want to talk with you about your usually day, about your job, about how you're working, how you're feeling today.
Hello, hi. I'm feeling great. I'm based right now in Lisbon. There is the perfect weather, and even though it's summertime, I don't know, maybe in the rest of the Europe, it's quite hot. In Lisbon, we have quite chilling temperature, and yeah,
Good.
I'm feeling good. Thanks.
Um, I think that I want to talk with you about business. It's okay, but I want to know who is Slava Demchuk.
Slava Demchuk is an entrepreneur from Ukraine. Since the war started, we all live all over the world, and we're for the long period, I'm founder of a few company, and my whole life is more or less focused on the business, and all of the things happen mostly around business. I mean, in terms of friends, in terms of cooperation, in terms of even some kind of entertainment, it's everything more or less business oriented. And I would say perhaps 80% of my life is of my life is
Good, sound good.
perhaps 80% of my life is it's a job or business to some
Ah,
extent.
I hear that your work, your job, equal your love. I think so.
Yeah, we can say that. We can say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay, I know that you work super hard. You working 24 hours per day. And what inspired you? Maybe some persons, or maybe your job, or maybe weather and your country. What
What I misheard you.
inspired you?
Inspired me. What
Yeah.
inspired me? Um, I believe what inspires me is the pace of a modern world itself. It's a pace of technology, uh, pace of evolvement of the entire uh, informational space around me. So everything moves so quickly, and probably this is the most inspirational thing. And it's not only about business. We can say the same about technology, about science, about economy, and it's something that you kind of want to catch up. And this process of catching up inspires me, I would say. And of course, I follow some personalities that inspire, and but I wouldn't uh, I wouldn't mention probably some specific people. I would just say there are some. Because some of them quite controversial. Before, for example, Elon Musk was quite popular figure before he revealed his political views.
Yeah.
Or yeah, for example, Steve Jobs, also quite inspiring figure before you read his book
Yeah.
and understand. So internally, he was like quite unhappy person with a lot of dark part of his personality. So in terms of personality, it's quite challenging to mention someone. That's why I prefer to be inspired by uh, let's call it environment,
Oh,
modern environment.
it's good. Um, But how do you maintain life balance? Because you have a super crazy rhythm. I know. I saw your rhythm in Dubai when you stay in Dubai, and every time, every hour calling and meeting. how you maintain your life balance?
I believe one of the main thing that I can suggest to anyone who listens to this podcast or know me personally is to have passion to some sport, or maybe a few of them. Like I have a huge passion to volleyball or basketball. It doesn't matter because it helps to restore your brain or get totally forget what happened in your office or in your business. Also, it's a good idea to meet with the people outside the computer. Like yesterday, we just created a group. Here we have a building in Lisbon, and in that building, probably 8 to 10 people from our community are living right now. So we created a group instantly and gathered right here in this apartment and like spent to the midnight and discussing. Of course, those people also, as I said, those people also from the community, the crypto community, they are either partners at some in some businesses or just friend of the friends, partners of the partners. Uh, Nevertheless, they are people, and it's a just normal human being conversation.
It's good.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
And I want to ask you about, you told me about Steve Jobs, about Elon Musk, and do you have a dream to write your personal book about your biography?
Do I have whom? Sorry.
You want to write your personal book about your biography?
Oh, well, I had this idea maybe when I was teenager, so so it's a
Not now.
good idea to describe what happened in our childhood, in our teenage time. Um, but I don't think it's something that would be interesting for the from the global perspective. This biography might be interesting in within Ukraine, maybe within past USSR countries, but I wouldn't say I will spend some time on this project.
Okay.
No,
Maybe one day somebody will
maybe.
write about you. Maybe a famous author. Yeah. Okay. For example, me.
Yeah, it would be a good idea.
Okay. I want to know, and my subscribers also want to know about AMLBot company. How can you help the companies? What you're doing, and what exactly helping for business?
Yeah, basically we start as a B2C company. We were helping to end customers, end users. So we were mostly, when we started, it was 2019, we were oriented to persons, not to business. But right now, yeah, we totally, since that year, we totally reshape our business. And right now we are mostly oriented to businesses. And how do we help them? It's pretty straightforward. We provide them with KYTML and KYC services. To those who don't understand what those acronyms means, I mean, it's mostly helping a company to reduce their risk of getting of having problem with regulator or law enforcement. What does it mean? Whenever someone receive or send crypto, they need to check whether this crypto related to some dark things happening in the internet or related to crypto. Because whenever you receive Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever other currency, because of the nature of blockchain, you can trace back all of the transaction of this particular asset and relate your wallet with the bad actor wallet.
Mhm.
So we help to remove this connection. And whenever something bad receiving on your wallet as a human or as a business, we alert, and the business can reject this transaction. Or this is KYT service, and KYC service, it's checking proof of humanity. Basically, we check in person that login into the signing up into the business, whether it's a real person behind specific document or not.
How you created this idea about this business? Because you had a problem with this situation, or your past life, or how it's?
Yeah, we with our partners were involved in so-called OTC business, when you buy and sell crypto on the market. And once we received such a bad asset with a bad reputation, and then police came to our office, and then we understood that there is a problem. Back in the day, it wasn't that huge problem. It was like rare cases, but it's already happened there. So we decided to create simply chatbot in the Telegram. That's why we call AMLBot since then. And we created chatbot, and we became quite popular since then. And then we added more and more services because the demand on the market was growing. And yeah, it's business derived from the real problem. You are quite right.
Yeah, okay. I can't resist asking about the crypto situations that they're happening. And could you share some insider information about your cases in your company? Is it okay, or it's a secret?
It's not secret.
Without names.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. I just about to say we can't reveal names, because in most of the cases people don't want reveal their names or name of their companies involved in that or this case. But in general, one of our service is to help either businesses or individuals with stolen funds and or blocked funds. And since then, we frozen 5 million, almost 6 million US dollars, and we returned up to 2 million US dollars to our customers. And in general, it's about 1.5K cases. Yeah, 1.5 cases, but it's just up to 10% of all the requests we received to our support chat. We are physically not able to process all of the cases we received in our chat, either because the amount of stolen funds is low, maybe lower than 100K, or the cases can't be solved. For example, if you see there is a case of stolen funds, and those stolen funds are stored at some unnamed wallet, nothing we can do about it. So as I said, so we already processed 1.5K cases, but it's still less than 10% of all of the received cases, while it's just our chat. So I even can't evaluate the whole market of those kind of cases. So the situation in the crypto is quite dramatic right now in terms of stealing, in terms of scam, in terms of all the type of frauds. And company like AMLBot, and I can enumerate a few, are helping to in this in solving of these cases. And I believe there are not enough companies to work in this field, because, as I said, there are so many crimes happening in the crypto market.
Oh, it's really not good sometimes. Your company created by for B2B business, right? But how can I protect myself in my wallet? If somebody sent me not good transaction, how can I protect myself?
Yeah, that's why we created a chatbot. You can use AMLBot Telegram bot, AMLBot bot in Telegram, where you can check the address of sender, or you can check specific transaction of sending your asset, and that will help you to reject bad transaction. But if you're talking about keeping your assets safe, not from illicit fund, but safe from being robbed, the best way to do it is to keep it on a cold wallet, preferably.
Yeah.
And just the usual cybersecurity measures. There are a lot of. I would even suggest not to listen our podcast and listen to all of the possible measures I can enumerate here, but better maybe to read some article, or to go and even participate in some training of cybersecurity.
Oh,
And I'll explain why. Because there are so
why?
many, yeah, because there are so many fraud schemes that we cannot even enumerate all of them here on that podcast. And it's better to spend, if you wanna be in the crypto for quite some time, right? If you wanna get money, if you wanna earn money in a crypto space, so it's better to spend some time and like take some courses on cybersecurity, because as I said, there are so many fraud cases. For example, one of the fraud cases we received recently, there was iMessage exploit. iMessage is a messaging service in iPhone, an Apple service. So there was a vulnerability, and there is a so-called zero-day vulnerability, was when this vulnerability just revealed on the market, and those who do not follow all of those news, and they did not follow all of this news and did not update the software, or they did not switch off some of the vulnerable feature. Like in this particular case, you should switch off receiving media files. So the guy didn't do this. He didn't follow all of the news, and just because he received some illicit script, he lost 200,000 US dollars in crypto. So this particular case, in this particular case, wasn't. I don't have particular suggestion what to do. Why? Because it was vulnerability that happened that time. It was very unique one, and the general suggestion is just to follow all the possible cybersecurity news, and be as cautious as possible, which is not possible in a real life, right? Because we work on a daily basis. So it's better to have like basic understanding of cybersecurity, which means do not click on a suspicious website, do not send money when you didn't double check, and so on and so forth. There are so many tips you should know.
Mm-hmm.
So my like general advice would be just spend some time, take some course on general cybersecurity measures.
Thank you so much. It's beneficial, not just me, it's very useful for all subscribers.
Yeah.
And I have the last question for you. What's how do you see the future of your life and your business and your personal life? Maybe you have a main idea, maybe write a book and achieve something. Not just one,
Yeah.
just a lot, just one dream.
Talking about future is quite hard to predict, especially after the big war in Ukraine started.
Yeah.
Because before we all had plans, we all have some projections, business plans, so on and so forth, plans for our life. Someone planning to buy or already bought some real estate and so on and so forth. And all of a sudden, everything fall apart in a few days. And after that event, all of my friends, a lot of relatives start planning maximum for 1 week. Then we then we enlarge those period of planning to 1 month, 3 months. Right now, I'm hearing from my friends we are planning. Eventually, we have plans for 3 years because, for example, they have kids and they need to find a proper school or other facilities for kids. So we extended our period for 3 years, for 1 year. Probably I wouldn't be so brave to plan for longer period because those conflicts happening all over the world.
Yeah. Okay, what's your
And
plan next week? What's your dream of the next week?
For the next week, I will be hoping for the good weather and for the for example for the good reports, for the great reports of our marketing team and sales team, and they will come and say, "Oh, we have the record week of this year." So that would be my best dream for the next week.
It's good. It's good idea. It's good plan. Thank you so much for your time and see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.